Bam, bam, bam. He or she said, cancel this damn show. They hate it. What? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Make black hair great again.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Now, woo.
We're coming. Get our check.
Cheryl, Morrow, the one, the only, the hair oracle.
That was it was Red Dot, and then we also had a cosmetology school instructor in the chat, Miss Denise West, Michelle Allen, Miss Foster. Dang, I missed your name. It's always nice to see Miss Foster in the chat. Michelle Allen, you know how much we love you too.
What? About a whole lot of peace. Cheryl, you order that in a bag of chips. Let me do your hair. Come on, y'all. Let me assure you this. We got some water in here. You know, we flatulating our liquid. Hold on. Buckety Bobo. You got to be from Cleveland to know about the Buckety Bobo. If you are from Cleveland and you know about the Buckety Bobo, I want you to drop Cleveland's famous 2 DJs who had the Buckety Bobo jumping off. Look who dropped in the chat. You know how our commercials say, dang, it was Miss Foster, and there she is, Miss Michelle Allen. Hey, you know you all up in our dang intro. What's happening, good people? Y'all know who it is, right? It's me, your homegirl Ladosha Wright, aka Key Lolo. That's right. And over there, y'all know who it is. It's the one and only Cheryl Morrow, aka bam, there she is, the hair oracle. And she's coming to you live and direct from the sunny. Is it hot in San Diego? Because it sure is hot in Cleveland. Yeah, it's
almost unbearable.
I know that's how it is here in Cleveland, but I ain't complaining because I love it. I'm like, what's his name? Stevie Wonder. It's hotter than July, so you know. Plus, it'll be cold in an hour. So in Cleveland, you better not complain. Please don't complain in Cleveland. We are 118 episodes in, and tonight you are watching the dumbest, and we do mean the dumbest shoot. That's right. Yeah, I thought I wasn't gonna say it. The dumbest shoot that people say about black hair. And again, it's me, Ladosha Wright, Key Lolo. We got Cheryl Morrow, aka the Hair Oracle. And on this 118th episode, it is all about why Afro hair science matters. Now, some of you guys are joining us on Facebook Live. What up? What up? We also have our bougie. You know, what's up, LinkedIn? Hey, LinkedIn. LinkedIn be like this. Y'all just so urban, okay? What's up, LinkedIn, with all the professionals over there? Then, of course, we out here in these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? Me and Cheryl, we like these YouTube streets. We like, what was his name? Oh, he's so fine. Common. He had that song, On the Corners. I wish I could give you this feeling. I wish I could give you this feeling. Woo, that was the jam. That kind of put him on the map right there. So Common, go check out The Corners. That's a dope. That kind of like an underrated hip hop song. So go check out The Corners. And if you don't want to watch it, then hang out on these YouTube streets with Cheryl Morrow and I. And of course, if you are on the lovely Instagram has been coming in and they have been knocking everybody's socks off when it comes to viewership. And I'm going to give a big shout out to the one and only Mr. Sir Pooh, because I know for a fact that wasn't nobody watching us until Sir Pooh said, y'all need to check these people out. So let me give a big, whoops, sorry. Y'all know I be messing up, right? A big round of applause. Right there it is, right here. Whoops. To Mr. Sir Pooh of Studio Shampoo. Sir Pooh, I hope you got my flyer that I put together for the relaxer class that you're going to be teaching. If you want, I can post it right up here because you know I'm about that life. Ain't that right, Cheryl?
You about that life, Keith.
I'm about that life. We got Miss Clark is in the chat. What's happening? We got LB. Me and LB. I told me, you know what I told Lawana? I said, it's so glad to see you, even though I haven't seen you before. LaWanna like this. What's this? I'm going to pray for me, LaWanna. Come on, LaWanna. Somebody, come on. Just
Pray
pray for
out,
me. You know, I can feel your chi, your essence. You know, your vibrations. You know what I'm saying? I can feel it. I can feel it. Woo, look at that dang on Instagram. Y'all just be coming all the way through so fast. It's too many people. Okay, I see a lot of people on Instagram. Inspire me, superb. Okay, superb. Okay, Super T. Oh, there it is. Inspire Me Super T. That's pretty dope. Mountain 8821. Tisdale. All right. We got Marika Brown. What's going on? So what's happening, good people over on Instagram? We are always so excited to have everybody, even LinkedIn. I know y'all ain't seeing nothing LinkedIn, but that is okay because again, we are 118 episodes in. It is all about why Afro hair science matters. Oh, they're just popping through. So what we're going to do, we're going to play our theme song. We have been given permission by the one and only Sister Rachel Evans. And our theme song is titled Sister, Let Me Do Your Hair. So we're going to get you guys going as you get warmed up. Get y'all Kool-Aid, go get some wine if it's hot. Get y'all little personal fans because it's going down tonight. Ooh. Hey. Me and Cheryl got our little dope spectacles on. If y'all got some dope spectacles, drop some glass spectacles in the emojis. Sir Pooh, I know you got some. Let me go to my phone and get me some spectacle emojis. If you don't know what spectacle is, then you're not spectacular. Come on, drop them spectacular spectacles emojis in the chat. You can do that. Hey. I'll be so very happy if you would let me do your hair. How about to let us do your hair? We are real cosmetologists. We have our cosmetology license, you know what I'm saying? We are legit to quit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let me do your hair. There you go, Sir Pooh. Drop them glasses in the chat. Let me do your hair. Hey, we just want to do your hair. There we go. Survivor of what you've been through, heartache and struggle. What y'all know about that heartache and struggle? I want to help you. Let me help your light to shine. I'll be so very happy if you would let me do it. Y'all know I can't sing, so all y'all gotta do is don't push your earphones in, and I will not push your eardrums. Come on in, guys. Come on in and have a seat. And we're going to talk about why Afro hair science matters as we listen to our lovely sister friend, Sister Rachel Evans. Hey. That's the sexy saxophone. Y'all know y'all like that little sexy saxophone. Hey. Hey, get y'all little boo thing and get all nestled up. Come on now. Y'all know we used to have a car with the armrest in the middle. Y'all probably too young. Y'all just, that was the life. Let me do it. Hey. Let me do your hair. Yeah, this is fun and sexy. Hey. Oh, hey. Stop playing this in your hair salon and your barbershop. They're gonna be like, pretty dope. And again, let's not forget, guys, you can download that if you want to support your local, your favorite indie artist. That is Sister Rachel Evans, and that's her song, Sister Let Me Do Your Hair. And like we said, you can find her downloads on all the uploading platforms. So go ahead and get your music on, and let's support our indie artists, because she is 100% in full EFFECT, otherwise known as effect. All right. So are you guys ready to hop into the topic about why Afro hair science matters? Then put a big Y, a big yes in the chat. Boy, the chat is on fire, 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 fire. Sure, I'm starting to feel like, we some real live podcasters. I don't know about you, but you about to give me one of them t-shirts and them hats, and you know what I'm saying, with the little QR code. I'm like feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? Dewey, you know what I'm saying? What's up? It's me. How you do? I think it's me. It's me. It's so wonderful. How y'all putting all these hands and stuff? Like, show me what y'all doing, because I don't know how to do all this stuff. I'm feeling a little bit. Sure, you know how to do that? Put a little hand up there. See how it's me? Yeah. Y'all better teach us something. Come on, it's me. Y'all better drop some lessons in the chat, because we're all old school up in here. So what we're gonna do before we hop into this topic is we have 3 wonderful current events. So I just want to get this right on out the way. Okay. Have you heard Megan Thee Stallion's promotion for Kamala Harris? Have you seen it, Cheryl?
Yeah. It's out there.
Okay, let me just show y'all. Cheryl says she saw it. So we're going to start off, because I don't know who y'all voting for, but Cheryl and I, we are the official K-Hive X, you know what I'm saying? So we are like, we got our little H, you know what I'm saying? Just the H. Y'all see the H, you know what I'm saying? So we are down with Vice President Kamala Harris. If you're not, we understand, we respect you. But in the meantime, let me show y'all what Megan Thee Stallion had to say up to her peoples, because you got the beehives, you got the Swifties, right? Yeah. All right, here's what Megan has. Get ready, guys. Here's what Megan has.
Right. Hotties for Harris, goddamn. Now, anyway.
Hotties for Harris. I don't know, sure. I might have to come off the K-Hive and get on to the hotties for Harris. Sir Pooh, be quiet. I know what you're saying. Ladosha, you about to be a grandma. You got a little bit too much midriff. But it's, Megan Thee Stallion didn't put no prereqs in what a hottie is.
Right.
Did you see that body?
Oh, yeah, she got a new one, huh?
That dang on Megan. She's so fine. God, I need some water. She making me hot.
My sister, yeah, she
Ooh,
didn't
look,
work. I'm
about to pour some water. I don't know
out.
about y'all. Megan make you want to pour some water. Woo, good Lord, and 8 nickels that girl is.
She ain't worked it out, didn't she?
Oh, she was like, she can twerk. I can't twerk, but god dang on it, I can work. Okay?
She ain't worked it out.
Dude, I ain't never twerk. Anybody, if you ever twerk, put a T in the chat. I'm gonna tell you right now. Sure, you ever twerked before?
Hey, I be trying to do something.
Instagram, have you ever twerked? LinkedIn, we know nobody on LinkedIn is twerking.
No.
LinkedIn don't twerk, okay? Facebook, if y'all twerking, the way, I'm just shocked, clutch the cheek pearls. the way say she be twerking. Okay now. Okay. Well, Cheryl twerks. I don't twerk, but I do work. But okay, y'all drop them T's in the chat, because it's all about hotties for Harris. So you have your Swifties, your beehives, your K-hives, and then you also have your hotties for Harris. Next up on our current events, I think you guys are definitely loving this. Cheryl, I found this one here to be quite interesting. Here it is. A breakthrough for botanists. Sugar gel stimulates hair regrowth. This was coming out of the New York Post, and they pretty much found a way to take some sugar and make it into some type of a topical ointment, and it's going to help stimulate. All right, it's going to help stimulate. What do you think?
Where's what you talking about, Willis?
What? Hold on.
Come
Cheryl,
on now, come on.
Cheryl say the not, I was kind of feeling the sugar for regrowth. So Cheryl say this is what she had to say about sugar stimulating regrowth for botanists.
What you talking about, Will?
I mean, it's right here. I type in a little, the little current events. That's what I do. If you guys are wondering, Ladosha, where do you get this stuff from? I actually go on and I read. It says a research team from the University of Sheffield in England and Comsats University in Pakistan stumbled upon the finding while studying how naturally occurring deoxybose sugar could heal wounds. And so in this process, they noticed that the mice had fur growing around their lesions. Okay. So that's how they put this topical solution on. And they said, yo, we're trying to, help understand how, sugar helps heal wounds. Anybody ever put a sugar on a wound? A piece of cane sugar? Oh, wait. What
you talking about, Will?
You got aloe vera gel, and then you have like sugar on a wound. So that's what they're saying. Okay, so nobody in the chat is buying this. See, you guys are harder than hard, not one bit soft, courageous and contagious. So you better break north. All right, so y'all ain't feeling that one. Okay, I thought that was pretty interesting. Cheryl says, make it make sense. All right. Okay, so here's our next current event, which is a perfect segue into our podcast. But before we do that, Sir Pooh, if you're in the chat, as promised, here it is. There's Sir Pooh offering a relaxer technique class, and it's going to be happening Sunday, August the 25th. And that's at the Reverence Design Team Hair Salon. And I'm just going to read to you what his flyer says. Now, Sir Pooh, I'm waiting for your approval before I slap it all over social media. Like, Grind, give you permission to do that. The illustrious Sir Pooh, founder of Studio Shampoo, offers a class on how to safely rearrange and customize textured hair, creating relaxed hair that is healthy, voluminous, and shiny. All right. And the cost is going to be your time. So seating is limited, and that is going to be taught by none other than Sir Pooh. I'm going to be learning. He's also going to throw in a complimentary lesson about how to, wrap and mold hair. So he is one of Cleveland's finest. No lie, not even trying to pump him up, but he's got all the creds. So he's going to be doing that. That's a shameless plug for my homie Studio Sir Pooh of Sir Pooh of Studio Shampoo. Please follow him on Instagram, and you can learn all about him and the wonderful work that he does beyond and above, relaxing. And then should we give him a round of applause for that, Cheryl?
Sure.
So, Sir Pooh, we're going to show you some love. If I can get my little, there it is, my little thing to come up. Everybody put some hand clap emojis in the chat for Sir Pooh. And again, this is for his relaxer technique class. So the newer cosmetologists are a little bit afraid to kind of work with chemicals. So Sir Pooh is going to let us know how to use this stuff responsibly. And everybody, they coming back to relaxers. Well, to be honest, they never left.
Nope.
Keep trying to tell y'all, like, people never stopped relaxing their hair, which is why tonight this topic is really, 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 to me, I think it's very important because the chemical scare definitely has some newer cosmetologists and maybe some who have been doing hair for a while and they kind of walked away from chemical services. So this class is going to be really, really important, especially when you see stuff like this. How to moisturize your scalp for maximum hair growth. And so this will lead us into our 118th topic, and it is all about why Afro hair science matters. And Cheryl, can you kind of pick this apart? Because this definitely appears to have a scientific mixed in with a little natural, word ease. And remember, this truly is some of the dumbest that people say about black hair of moisturizing your scalp for maximum hair growth. Now, I am not a hair scientist or a cosmetic chemist. This is Cheryl's lane, which is one of the things that we all have to learn how to do is stay in our lane. Now, I know I ain't no scientist or no chemist, but I know this ain't what we're taught in cosmetology school, and I'm sure barbers are not taught the same thing. So, Cheryl, let's get this conversation going, because it is this type of sensationalism that really gets people excited about going or being natural.
Wouldn't you feel that it's safer to say they meant hair retention or length retention?
No, I think they really meant hair growth, because that is probably the biggest, one of the top requests in the hair salon is they want it moist or no dryness. And then the second is going to be growth, depending on where you're at.
So they think there's water or moisture inside the follicle?
I don't think people know what is happening in the follicle. But now I'm just talking about myself, y'all. Okay. I ain't going to talk about, listen, I have some pseudo videos on this channel right here, and I'm leaving them up for this reason. Because Cheryl talked about making it up as we go along. So I think what we are, because when we see that cross section of the skin, right? And you're going to talk a little bit more about this, but I'm just talking about myself. So y'all don't, don't try to say all kinds of, I didn't say that. Okay. But it appears to me that if you was to massage this scalp area, and this blood would just kind of come up through that papilla and to the hair bulb. You see the papilla down here. Now, if you're not a cosmetologist, you don't know what the French toast we're talking about, but I'm just going to point to it. So in my mind, I would think that you could stimulate hair growth by massaging the scalp, which is going to help the blood, right, nourish the papilla, right? The papilla has the vein and the artery in it, and it's going to go to the hair bulb, and that's going to help make hair grow. So that's my pseudo fake lookership.
So one question I haven't asked you, okay, because of course the cross sections of anatomy are so important, because we think that that's the way that works, because that's what the picture makes it look like it works, right? So what if I massage it and it's not in the growth cycle? It's going to jump out of the growth cycle because I massaged it.
And I think that's just, I don't know how I feel. And this is what we call intellectual laziness. I'm just going to pick on myself. Okay. And I got proof. So y'all can go on my, don't y'all be talking about, hey, guilty. And this is why we have this podcast. We're talking about the dumbest, and we do mean the dumbest that people say about black hair, like moisturizing stuff is going to make your hair grow. And so it does, it seems that way. But sure, you say that just can't possibly be.
Well, because any protein kind of fibrous that lives inside of a follicle that is governed by a triphasal phase.
They teach that in school. They do. They teach that hair has 3 stages or 4.
Right. So if the hair is in a metabolic state, in a growth or anabolic stage, I mean, it's going to grow, right? Even if I don't massage it, it's going to grow.
For the free.
Huh?
For the free, it's going to grow. It's just gone. You ain't got to pay for anything to make that hair grow in its antibiotic anagen stage.
Right. So if it's either, and there's no amount of massaging and blood circulation that I'm going to do.
What about essential oils that can penetrate into the dermis and to the subcutaneous and all that fancy stuff? Can essential oils get in there and kind of help kick that anagenic or anabolic stage where the hair is growing? So can essential oils do the magic? I need that Price is Right. Dun, 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 dun. I want to get that sound.
No. So if now you just said the papilla is in charge, and it loves to have blood and circulation and nutrients, blah 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 blah. Since that's what we say, right?
Right.
I am saying to you, there is no amount of anything that is going to knock something in its resting or it's in its evacuation phase that's going to stop it and then make it go into an anabolic phase, because the growth is like a cell. It's got the life, death, rest, degenerative, regenerative, rest, regenerative, degenerative.
And you know what makes this very, phase. And let me just say, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No problem.
But what makes this so freaking powerful, and again, this is why Afro hair science really, really, truly matters, because they tell you that your body has about 7 organs that are regenerative. I think like your liver, your spleen, you know what I'm saying? And hair is the follicle. I'm sorry, the follicle, it is a regenerative organ. So Cheryl, like, who was that saying? It's me. It's me says Cheryl has the best facial expressions. She is not here for this foolishness. And this is why Afro hair science matters, because let me stop saying we. I had that intellectual laziness, knowing that hair has 4 stages, your anagen, canagen, telogen, and exogen. So you got all these stages that the hair is going through. So why would I sit up here be believing that you can massage it and make it grow, knowing that each individual strand? So how would this moisturizer communicate to, like, how do you know which strand is in which phase? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, as far as putting it on your head, unless you do a biopsy.
Now here, but we only talk about hair, and the only thing that makes hair grow is something called a scalp. Now, if you're talking about keeping the scalp healthy, well, then that's another story. But you can't keep, it's almost like when it's almost like when you talking about a flower, right? And you don't understand, we focus on water in the roots, water in the roots, water in the roots. But we don't understand after that root, and it goes up to the axon in terms of its own hormone, which makes it shoot up out, right? It has a lot of what they call follicles that creates the bud and makes it bloom and creates pollen and creates all of that, and then float into the air so it can be, inseminated into another bud to grow some more plants. The point of the matter, those are all little.
It's called cross pollination. Y'all know what she's talking about,
right?
Y'all stop acting like being intellectual lazy.
Right. So when you cut it open, it's almost like the female reproduction organs. Almost, it's got lots of fallopian tubes with follicles on the end that generates these bulbs, right? My point is that the scalp is so much more important to focus on. And if that's what you want to talk about in terms of hydration versus dry peeling scalp, keep your scalp healthy. If that is what we're talking about, and that's so much more fun.
Right. So help Miss Clark out. And you guys drop your questions in the chat. This is what we're here for. The 118th episode. Again, we're talking about why Afro hair science matters. And we're seeing already that there are some things that's in the hair that scientifically and biologically that's taking place. And no article with all its fancy titles is going to trump the science. So Ms. Clark says she always associated moisturizing more with like retention and making the hair fibers more pliable and less likely to break. So is there more? Is she dead on?
No, right. And she's dead on because
well, let me give you a big clap. Go, Miss Clark, with your funky self. You just a bad. Let me just throw some dice on. I need some dice shaking, you know. Okay, Miss Clark, you are dead on. So we also have Kefele, the king of lock, is over on Instagram. Instagram again is rocking out. So what's going on? The one and only Mr. Kefele, he was on the platform as well. So Cheryl,
so remember when you first read the title, and I says I think it's more about retention.
Yeah,
because it doesn't, scalp that follicle is deeply embedded into that dermis in moisturization. So she is actually, because we are so length fixated. I mean, we are insatiable about length and Afro hair in length, right? Yeah. And so the moisturization is trying to keep it on the head versus making it grow out of the scalp skin.
All right. Okay. All right. So this is really, really good. Now I have a video, and again, in case you guys have just, like you just tuned in and you're like, hey, what you guys talking about? Again, we are 118 episodes in, and this evening it is all about why Afro hair science or hair science in general matters. And so as you guys can see already that, Cheryl talked about this before, where a lot of people are making things up as it go along. Now, when we show videos and we talk about this, even though I'm just being real, ghetto fabulous, you know what I'm saying? It is not to really make fun or tease. It's really to generate discussion. And I'm always going to use myself about, some mistakes that I've made. And I'm always learning. So today we're going to talk about this whole protein. As this is going to be our second point. So that got us going. So we're talking about protein for hair. Is there any science? Because people think that you can do this. So I'm going to show two videos for protein. All right. So this is her state of her hair and then how she's making protein for hair. And then Cheryl's going to bring it in about the science and why it matters of protein for hair. So here's part one.
Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be doing a protein treatment routine. So I decided to do a protein treatment today because my hair is in need of one.
Now I put seriously because I don't know why people feel like because their hair looks like that it needs protein. I mean, that's her natural hair. And sure, you're going to help us out with that. I'll bring up some more images with that hair texture that people like, oh, it needs protein. It needs protein. So she decided, you know what, I'm going to make her own. And I think Ms. Vava did a great job of saying we have to commend people for trying. So this is her effort to really try and make some protein because she's like, my hair is just jacked up, y'all. So here it goes.
One avocado, egg, mayonnaise because I happen to have that, extra virgin olive oil, some honey, and now I'm just going to go ahead and just put all the ingredients in the blender.
All right, so that's Sister Nakia Nzika. She is right here on YouTube. She has some great videos, so make sure you go and check her out. But the putting food on the hair always makes me go, seriously? And I have my professional and personal reservations why food should not be put on here. I mean, you ain't gonna go bald. Now, I'm not about to sit up here. I ain't trying to scare y'all. You're not gonna go bald. But is there science in that protein concoction? And if so, why? And if not, why?
I'm trying to understand your question.
So she's concocting this food mixture, right, to strengthen her hair. And so, because the topic tonight is that Afro hair science matters. And we know that people are, I don't know, is it desperate or is it just passion or a combination or just, I just got to do something to my hair because it's breaking off. I don't know. But people are turning to food to do what they believe is going to heal or fix or repair. And in this particular instance, she felt that her hair needed protein. So it's food. Is there science in that food concoction? Uh, is there science in protein for hair in that condition? And I'll bring up some hair textures as you talk about that. And again, drop your questions in the chat. Cheryl is here to help you guys out. Okay.
When we teach at the Afro Hair Science Summit, okay, we teach it from obviously a scientific perspective. And so the problem with approaching something that is in a state of not being downgraded or upgraded or enhanced is just what we call virgin, right? Something that is just completely untouched by anything, right? And the idea that it needs to be repaired is flawed. It's just in concept, right? Now, that concept generates billions of dollars for companies that tell you so. And it's also in billions of manufacturers who teach you so. But your common sense definitely allows one, if they are either a high educated, well informed consumer or a well educated, informed professional, that something natural cannot be affected by something else natural. And that the process of the body.
Can you break that down? Because that sounds a little like, I don't know why you would say something like this is key Lola, okay? Right. How you gonna say, let me put my mic up closer, okay? How you gonna say that something natural doesn't affect something natural when the sun is beaming on my tresses, when I lay on my pillowcases and I need to put a bonnet on, or water, water. These are natural elements, and these things are affecting my tresses. When you look at these pictures, especially the before and after, so isn't that the nature damaging my hair before, and then after I put some magic sauce and voila? So what you say to that, Madam Hair Oracle?
Right. I was talking about in the process of protein. That was the subject matter, right?
Right.
And protein is something of the nature, because in order for me to be able to make a tree, right? Let's say I'm going to put a bark or another layer of wood on the tree trunk, because the tree is weak and the tree's bark needs to be strengthened. The problem with that, either I'm going to artificially do it, but in order to make it become stronger in and of itself, I have to use the same wood. So when we use the sources of avocados, something that doesn't have living cell tissue doesn't understand avocado, doesn't understand what we call food.
So you're saying that the fiber. So let's take this before picture.
Right.
So you're saying that if the concoction that she makes, that those ingredients, the honey and the olive oil and the avocado and the mayonnaise the hair doesn't recognize that as a protein.
Well, it will recognize it the moment water gets to it, and it'll recognize something wet. But soon as the elements dries it in the water and everything starts to evaporate, then it's going to go back to the before.
So are you telling the people who are watching, I'm using this before and after, that this is really an optical illusion, that this is the hair dry? And so whatever they put on it, if they don't use water, you're not going to get the actual
fiber.
hair.
Right. Absolutely. The fiber looks like that, period. It just now looks like when you wet it, it doesn't change its texture. It just changes its weight, its shine, and it's now full with, water droplets because of surface tension, or as long as it's wet. But it never changes the texture in and of itself. It's just a temporary look.
Wow, that's pretty powerful, because a lot of these before and afters, even if you look at this one up here to your far left, and this before and after, they're doing a really good job at. So now you're saying they're duping the public. Is this what you're saying with the dry hair? Because you're pretty much saying that water is the culprit to why the hair looks like it is healed, no matter what you use.
Yeah, well, most people like their hair under the water process. The problem is that water evaporates into the air. And so we think the hair is shrinking. No, the water charge is changing. And then it gets lighter and gets lighter and gets lighter, and then it evaporates, and then your hair returns back to the way it was when you're a baby. That's your texture in all day, forever, ever and ever, until you texture enhance it, or you color it, or you change the environment relationship in a chemical way, right? And the fiber allows you to do that. But some people, if they're living with the convictions, we want food on our hair. But the problem is that food is designed to be in a metabolic process through your liver, your spleen, your pancreas, and things of that nature, and your kidneys. See, all of those have metabolic processes, heating it up, cooling it down, changing pH so it can extract the nutrients in your food.
Wow. Right? Duh. Tell me about the house again, George.
Right, but on a cosmetic level, there is no metabolic process unless you have a treatment that's going to cause the pHs to make things work, make the surfaces more palatable, make permanent wave, or whatever you're doing. You have to change the status of the fiber in order to get some kind of porosity change, elasticity change, feel of the cuticle, some kind of different something has to change the state. And unfortunately, natural products don't do that.
Wow. So, Ms. Clark, now Instagram, feel free to drop your questions. Also, LinkedIn. I know you guys, you professional women, because you are kind of like, in the throes of this, because you have to get up in the morning, you're traveling, you're doing hair additions, all types of, messy buns and cool stuff. So feel free, everybody, to drop your questions in the chat. Ms. Clark says she's always wondered if effects from products are effects from the products, or if it's the results could be more from the consistency of actually caring for your hair. So she's kind of vacillating. Is it the products, or is it, what I'm doing to my hair? So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Thank you, Ms. Clark.
Actually, it's a logical, rational question, because it can be a combination of both. But I also want you guys to pay attention to hair is also a fiber. Keratin is part of your collagen in your skin, and part of the fiber, glucose and cellulose kingdom, and teeth and things of the eyelashes and things of that nature. But I will say this: it is a consistent. It's almost like a t-shirt, or ironing a shirt, or ironing a starch, and you guys apply starch to a shirt, and you're always putting it in high heat and high steam. After a while, you will see the effects that the fibers will take on a very loose kind of, and anything with consistency and anything with product consistency is going to take its toll eventually. So I do think it is a combination of both.
Okay.
And so because as soon as you stop one routine, you know, Lolo, you're going to notice something
right
different.
Something, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we have another one. And so this clip is going to tell you, because a lot of people want to know, when do you need this protein? And so again, this is all about Afro hair science. And so protein is often used as one of those sciences to really help this thing called natural hair. And I have been sent this video clip, no lie, probably at least 30 times. I'm not even exaggerating. Between Instagram and YouTube, my inbox I have this video about 30 times, and I've been dying to talk about it. And so again, this is actually a cosmetologist, and she's talking about how you can tell when hair needs protein. And Cheryl, again, I just kind of want you to hone in on why we need to know this science about Afro hair. So here we go. How do you know when hair needs protein?
If someone comes in and they have no spring, that's a protein issue immediately. But if they come in and they have no spring and I see little pieces popping off, not only do you have a protein issue, you also have a hydration issue.
What you talking about?
Now, I don't know what she's teaching or anything. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if the lady's hair was chemically altered, but I don't think it was. But now this is straight up lookership. To me, her hair was soiled. And what I don't, and you can help me out with this. And this, again, we're talking about the dumbest that people say about black hair. And that is this whole thing about protein and deep conditioner. So this helps us get into the science. But what I will say, and Cheryl, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think any professional should ever, ever, ever in their long-legged life judge or make a decision or determination about hair that is not clean.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get a false read. People will come into the hair salon, and you guys do this. You'll come into the hair salon and you'll say, I know my hair is jacked up. I know my ends need to be clipped. I know my hair is damaged. And I'm like, well, first let's clean your hair and then we can talk. And 99.99 arguments, nobody's hair is damaged. So take it from there. And that's just my response to that video. I don't work with the young lady and I don't know the backdrop to, what led her to say that. But just from my lookership, the woman's hair was not clean, and pulling on it and making those statements, that's kind of not fair to you. It's like going to the dentist with like dirty teeth, or you know how you go and they say wash up before you go to the doctor. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What is, if anyone could, Lolo, since you're I know you're the hairstylist, and if we have any other hairstylists, when we say protein, what protein? Because there's several different types.
They are talking about keratin. All of these videos, because they're touching the hair.
There's no keratin that comes in a bottle.
There's
no keratin that comes in a bottle.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Repeat that one more time.
There's no keratin that comes in a bottle.
What you talking about?
I'm about to go home. Y'all have a wonderful life. I quit my job. Bye.
No. They don't
Signing off. Do you know how many bottles of protein I've sold that said it has keratin in it? Come on, guys. How many of you have bought it? Now, I will admit, I just.
Well, no. Well, look it up.
Look up what?
What kind of keratin? I mean, where did they get the keratin from?
They didn't say. They're not saying where they they're not saying where they got it.
Don't cook it up. Look it up. Come on, y'all. Dumb as shit. Shit.
So what am I looking up? I'm gonna look up what?
Where does keratin in a bottle come from? Where does the ingredient keratin come from?
I can't stand Cheryl. Hold on. Wait a minute, LB. Don't do it yet. Where does keratin in a bottle come from? Oh, I'm about to throw up. Oh, I'm just like, I'm going to just truly barf. It is so disgusting. I can't even read it. God, I can't cuss. I am so ashamed to show you guys this. I am almost scared. Instagram, y'all stay with us as I show you guys. This is utterly, oh my God, I'm just sick of it. I know y'all like, hurry up. I'm trying to show it. Let me enlarge it. I can't even look at it. It's just so disgusting. Keratin that is found in an ingredient in various hair products and its cleansers are derived from, oh, I just want to throw up, horns, hoofs, wool, feathers of various animals. That is disgusting.
So are we very animal in how's our politics with animals? How is our politics with animals? So when they say things
we don't like we're animal, we're cruelty free. So what's us gonna do? I'm all sad now. What?
Well, what's we gonna do?
What? So, but is there science in that? I mean, for all practical, can what would this protein from the? Ugh.
How can that be metabolized? How does the hair recognize that?
Somebody in the chat. There it is. Let me just take this down because I feel like I'm just gonna puke. Our Clark came through. Miss Clark, you are jamming on the one tonight, girlfriend. We need to give you some type of a gift or something because you are truly jamming. Miss Clark is saying in the chat, I think you took the words right out of her mouth because she said, oh no, she didn't say that. She said metabolically, is that how?
Right. So how?
I mean, she said she means it from the animals, like eating it. You know what I'm saying? She could have came back through with that. No. Okay.
That would not go to our hair.
Wike said, what about from plants? She thinks that this carrot could plant proteins do the magic.
Well, the problem is that we are a mammal and we have a different set of different keratin. You're talking about cellulose.
I got some of that on my thighs if anybody wants some.
That's cellulose.
Hey, I had to go there. Cellulite, cellulose? No, y'all like, no. Okay. I digress.
Okay. You grossed out?
I'm gross. My stomach hurts. That made my stomach like, I don't feel good. Like, but we're saying this stuff, we're in the public. You guys are just being so
right.
Dude.
So what do they tell you when you want your hair and your skin and your night? They tell you to take collagen. Your collagen is different than plant protein. Now, plant protein comes from your food. You can take it down your throat so your liver can metabolize it. But when it comes to hair, which is the spark of the three phase, which starts the three phase of growth and all of that is alive. But once it starts stacking up and it reaches the top, right, that cell cannot be repaired. That's what they mean, but when they say the hair is dead. Now, you can do what we, well, I don't know where she went. Come on now, Key Lolo. What you doing? What you doing? And let me just say this. But you can do it in a what we call mechanical way, because there is no cellular regeneration. You're not gonna cut a piece of the strand out and then the next day the diameter is gonna be whole. You know what I mean? So that's not gonna work. My goal here is to let you understand you can do it mechanically, and that's what they teach you in, well, they don't teach you in cosmetology school because that's not, but hair repair products alone won't do it. No.
All right. So the King of Locks says, so with the next obvious, so since the protein is getting all convoluted, and the sources of where they're getting this protein from, we're definitely learning that that's some dumb that they're saying because of the protein source and the actual condition of the hair itself. That's how it's supposed to look, guys. And so all the stuff that they're claiming that's going to actually fix it, it's a bunch of bull fraggle paggernackle. So the King of Locks says is conditioners, but that be your next step. That's what, let me just read it right quick. I want to make sure I got it right. So he's over on Instagram. He says, so are you saying conditioners, or I'm sorry, is not necessary? Are conditioners? Yeah. So he said, are you saying conditioners are not necessary?
I'm not saying that conditioners are not necessary, and I'm not certainly saying that hair repair cannot happen. The problem is that hair repair education has not been taught. And that is what Afro science. That's why Afro hair science matters, because it's not the fact that you are making and putting money in these hair companies, because they know that at the end of the day, what makes a dead cell hair is that it's unrepairable once it has an injury. The key here is to what can you do mechanically and to mimic hair repair. You only can mimic hair repair.
All right, so here is a dermatologist who's going to give us some instructions, King of Lock, on how you can mimic hair repair. Now, sure don't be knowing I be having these videos because I don't know how it's going to go, but here is a dermatologist with her suggestions. You ready, Cheryl? Get ready, chat. Here we go.
How to apply your hair care products in the correct order according to a dermatologist. Glycolic acid to scalp, coconut oil to ends, shampoo, bond repair, hair mask, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, heat protectant, oil to ends.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, now look up the subsequent parts of what we call a bond repair. Just
what am I gonna look up? I'm gonna write in bond repair.
Hair bond repair. Hair bond repair. And so we can fundamentally understand why Afro hair science matters.
I'm just gonna type in hair bond repair, nothing else.
Nothing else, no.
Okay. I mean, no, we had a bunch of products that definitely popped up. Okay. So let me, hold on, guys. Let me just scroll down. So you're getting a whole bunch of products that's telling you.
Or how does bond repair work?
Okay. Here we go.
How does
bond hair repair work? Sorry, guys. I had to put the bond hair repair. There it is. How does bond repair hair? Okay, here we go. All right, let me get ready to show the screen. And I'm sure this is one that you guys are looking for a lot because there's so many products on the market that's pushing bond repair. So here we go, Cheryl. Let me just enlarge this for everybody so that they can see here. All right, here we go, guys. Hair bond repair products such as shampoos, conditioners, and leave-in treatments can help restore hair strength and health by strengthening bonds within the hair shaft. These bonds can be damaged by heat, chemicals, and other stressors. The bond repair products can help prevent breakage and damage and can also make the hair more shiny and softer and more defined. So the magic to how they work is that they go and they strengthen the bonds within the hair shaft. So I guess that's the magic, or is that where the science is?
Okay. So when we get, let's just say we have severe breakage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a cuticle issue or is that a bond issue?
All right, chat. All right, Instagram. All right, LinkedIn. That's a lot of scholars on LinkedIn. It's a lot of hair doctors and hair lovers and hair aficionados and cosmetologists and barbers. Also on Facebook, Cheryl wants to know. I'll repeat that question again because I forgot. Chat notes.
Let's say if you have a hair breakage, because the woman in the video said you can tell when the hair does not quite spring back. And she says, and if it pops or AKA breaks, how was she determined if that's a bond issue or a cuticle issue?
Ooh.
How was she determined that? And at the Afro Hair Science Summit, we teach you how to determine that because I have to make you a physician.
Well, as you watch the video, she talks about if the hair goes limp, it's a cuticle. She kind of goes a little bit more into it. So it's something about, okay. So she has some rationale with how the hair performs when you style it. So but she's still not asking that question. But we do have our clock, Miss Clark. You get it in. Miss Clark, we need to send you something because you're down.
Take the screen because I can't see you.
Okay. Let me see. You want to see her comment? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I can't see.
Okay, let me take this down right quick. Okay, so we kind of got that. So let me stop sharing.
There you go.
Okay, so here we go. And Miss Clark, stay in the chat because we want to show your comment right quick. So Cheryl asked the question again. Is the repair taking place where?
Okay, how would you determine if it's a bond? Because the dermatologist said bond, hair mask, conditioners, things of that nature. And so you as a natural hair care provider, a hair specialist, hair doctor, trichologist, stylist, barber stylist, and how would you determine if it's a bond issue or if it's a cuticle issue?
How would you determine if it's a bond issue or if it's a cuticle issue? Well, as a cosmetologist perspective, I could only answer this from a chemical process response. So if it's a bond issue, that hair, you're definitely going to get that mush that we see a lot, particularly in blonding, not in relaxing. And I've never seen any damage with ammonium thioglycolate. That's just me. I have never, ever. And relaxers. I have not seen, I haven't. Now, if you leave it on there too long, then that's your fault. You can't blame that on the relaxer. But now blonding hair, ooh, Shaniqua. So I would say if you're blonding hair, you're definitely going to see that from an internal process to me. But I think on hair that's not chemically altered, I don't see anything.
Okay, so if it's breaking, how would you determine if it's bond or if it's cuticle layer?
I would say it's bond if it's through a blonding process. That would be my answer.
Well, in other words, how did it get to the breaking point? How did it get when you made your determine? She made her determine, and this is one of the things that how the industry needs to be called on the carpet as a consumer and professional advocate. When she just made that determination, she said to people,
"It's stringy."
Right. This is my determination, but she never said how did she come up with her diagnosis. And that is where we as a beauty industry starts
Pseudo.
giving away. Right. We start becoming pseudo, and we start.
Let me play it again so they can see it. They're like, let me see it one more again. Here we go, guys.
If someone comes in and they have no spring, that's a protein issue immediately. But if they come in and they have no spring, and I see little pieces popping off, not only do you have a protein issue, you also have a hydration issue.
So no spring and the hair coming off, you have a protein and a hydration issue. And ye say, how did she make that determination? Right. And I'm saying that when she pulled the hair, I think that was her proof is in the pudding.
Right. Well, the proof is in her pulling it.
You know what? That's this job people. This job people.
And my point is, because I don't know if that woman was just her client for that day and she wanted to make a point because she was having a class and she was doing that. But my point here is saying, and how did she determine that? Because when the dermatologist said that you need all of these certain products, and to answer Kafele's question, it's very important. Tondo, I want to answer your question, is that because I cannot put back what the actual fiber lost in the first place, and because I don't have a bunch of human keratin fibers in a jar, and I certainly don't have a bunch of it in a shampoo, and I don't have them floating around, the only way that we could do what we can do is choose the closest biomaterial that we can create a mock repair system. And unfortunately, because we're taught in a very weird, indirect way, we can take, and I want you guys to answer, my favorite protein, I don't know about you guys, but the answer, my favorite protein is enzymes, because enzymes are sticky. They are proteins, but they're very sticky. Okay. And when you had Mr. Shark there earlier today, Mr. Shark used to always say Mr. Morrow had the best conditioner in the world. It was called reformation. But because hair has to recognize something that is closest to itself. And so enzymes have a natural affinity, okay? And they have a propensity to go into curves, grooves, and damaged areas.
Wow. This girl, I don't know about y'all. She kicking the knowledge. Go ahead. I'm about to drop the bomb on that. Go ahead.
So what do you do when those particular little enzymes love to hover together inside of a groove? What do?
You try to lock them in so they could stay there and not.
Okay. And what does the strand, and how does the strand get shiny?
When those cuticles are flat and they're reflects.
And what do you have to apply to weld?
Heat. Can I get y'all better clap? Y'all better stand up right now and put y'all hands together. So I answer every question scientifically, Boo Boo Kitty. I want 2 claps in Z formation. Come on, y'all. Get it together. Oh my goodness. Now, this is what we're talking about, why Afro hair science matter, because now we're getting to make application with the science, as they say, make it make sense. Right. And this is why we tell everybody that you need to prepare to come to the Afro Hair Science Summit. So let me just show that little clip right quick, because as you guys can see, it's not as easy as what they're making it out to be. So we invite, all the professionals to come on and check us out at the Afro Hair Science Summit.
Get your ass on that book.
I'm about to tell your daddy on you.
This is the Hair Oracle. This October in Cleveland, Ohio.
It's dedicated just for you.
The Afro Hair Science Summit 2024.
Either they don't know,
or they don't want to know,
or they just don't care about Afro hair in the barber and beauty industry.
Pack your bags and get ready for the most cutting-edge education in the industry.
Everybody swears they are smarter than a cosmetologist and a barber. I don't even know what that's all about.
But don't you be petty about your business.
Ow! Good fucking bomb.
All professional barbers, cosmetologists, natural hairstylists, hair enthusiasts coming together in one room.
Damn! That's fire! Don't be petty about your business.
To get more aware of themselves and where they came from and what they are into and what is already there, and just to bring it out. This is what compels me to compel them. And I will do it by whatever means necessary.
All right. As you can see, by whatever means necessary, we are determined to expose and reveal the dumbest shoot that people say about Black hair. But we're not just going to talk about it. We're going to be about it by offering you guys some solutions. So you talked about how do these people determine. So here's an actual trichologist who's also a cosmetic chemist. And she's going to give you 3 ways when you talk about how do you determine. So here's some signs, Cheryl, Miss Smarty Pants, that she says that you can determine if you need this protein.
Number 1, your hair is very mushy when it's wet. Typically, that's a key indicator of a lack of protein. And think about protein as the bones within our body. If our body had no bones, we would be really mushy people. We couldn't stand up straight. We could not function. The same thing applies to a lack of protein in our hair. Number 2, your hair does not spring back after you pull it. There's an at-home strand test that you can do. Take a piece of shedded hair, put it between your fingers like this, and pull it slightly. Healthy hair should spring right back. But if you pull your hair and it doesn't come back to its original shape, typically that's an indicator of a lack of protein. And last but not least, breakage. Now I will say that 80% of breakage is due to a lack of moisture, but if you're doing all the things you should be doing moisture-wise and your hair is still breaking, it could be protein.
All right. So that's her determining factor. She's talking about, the tinselness of the hair. She's talking about the mushiness and those little tiny breaky pieces that we see in our faucets and, on our clothes. I'm using Cheryl Morrow's product, so I don't have that problem.
Well,
are those indicators?
No.
Oh my gosh. Cheryl, you're being such a buzzkill tonight. You're just messing with my vibe. Cheryl, don't kill my vibe. Cheryl, don't kill my vibe.
Well, that's a very that's old Y2K natural conversation. It was never true, but I mean, it got them through 20 years.
And we're gonna talk about this on our next episode. Are they running out? They are running out of steam. They're like repurposing the same stuff over and over and over again. And we have to talk about, are they running out of steam? Because cosmetologists are regurgitating this stuff in the hair salon. Now you have cosmetologists who are saying, like people will ask me, do you specialize in natural hair? Hell no. No, I don't say that. I'm a cosmetologist. You know what I'm saying? So if it grows from your scalp, what are you talking about? And so I see the steam is running out. This natural hair, they're getting tired now. So they're saying, so you're saying that her 3 points of the mushiness, the strand test, and the little breakage, those are not signs that you need protein in your hair.
Well, the question would become, with us behind in our classes and courses, is how did natural protein, how did they lose it?
They're saying to the sun, Cheryl, the buns, the locks, the 2-strand twisting, the kinky curly custard mustard peanut butter and jelly, yogurt in the hair. That all of this, manipulation and braiding and box braids and all of this is making the hair compromised. So you will need a treatment after your box braids. You need a treatment after your faux locks and your knots and your box and your kinky bantus and no.
The proteins don't fall off.
Well, according to this trichologist, she begs to differ. She's going to switch over to conditioners.
And I am the certified trichologist at African Naturalistas Hair Clinic. African Naturalistas basically is your one-stop center for all your hair and scalp needs. We manufacture hair products. We have a hair clinic. We have memberships. This is something that always comes up to me, especially because one, I am a trichologist, and two, I also have locks, as you can see. Healthy locks, if I may say so myself. To tell me, even though I'm a trichologist, nobody needed to tell me the benefits of deep conditioning locks. Like, you cannot even compare. So now let's go to the scientific parts. Why exactly do we deep condition our hair? We deep condition our hair in order to bring our hair back to life, in order to fill up the temporarily destroyed protein bonds in our hair, to bring it back to life, to repair the hair.
I love that little music. So there's her scientific way that she's going to justify or explain. Take that back. She's explaining why you need protein. Take care, Michelle Allen. Deuces. We love you, love you, love you. She's saying that it's going to help revitalize it and bring it back to life. And it's going to fix those bonds. There's that magic word again. Bonds. Bond, that is.
I think that we have heard that the bond is deep inside of the cortex, which has nothing to do with tearing and breaking. Okay, there is a cuticle issue. Could be also a pH issue. But the problem is that something that from the outside is not going to increase diameter. It is not going to glue injured cuticles, and it is not going to bring electronic life back to the bond material, because the substance in the jar and bottle is not the substance of what was lost in the first place. So there is nothing in the jar that's going to mimic the biomaterial that is lost. So the only thing you can do is do heat, any type of abolic. Something needs to change the state of that particular.
And I don't think they're getting that, because there's just so freaking anti-chemical, anti-heat. Then you have this, put your plastic bags on your head, go under the dryer, all this steam, those steam. I had a steam machine. I had my sugar daddy buy me a steam machine. Like, you sit in the back collecting dust. Anybody got a sugar daddy? Put an SD in the chat. Yeah, I got me a sugar daddy, okay? But I'm old school. Anywho, I digress. I'm just telling y'all the truth, okay? But I know I ain't the only one with a sugar daddy. Y'all ain't gonna be making me feel bad out here in these YouTube streets, okay? LinkedIn, I know LinkedIn. Y'all got some sugar daddies on LinkedIn. I don't know. Instagram, y'all probably too young to know about sugar. Facebook, I don't know. Don't say nothing. Y'all ain't gotta say nothing. But anywho, so we have the steamer, and you have all these were like some serious trends, anywho. So
okay, so I have a cotton shirt, and it's getting old, and it's getting, worn out. Is it losing cotton?
Excuse me, she has a Splendid daddy. Ow! That's what I'm talking about. I love you guys so much for not letting me be the only one with a sugar daddy. So you said, what about the cotton? We can say not Splendid, girl, Splendid daddy, okay?
Oh man, what's that other one with the pink one?
Splendid,
the yellow package.
Yeah, Splendid is in the yellow, and then you have Equal. And the other one was saccharin. That was that saccharin. That was sweet and low sugar. That was sweet and low daddy. That sounds like too slavish. Sweet low, sweet cherry. No, that's so bad. Please flag it.
It was the brown one.
The brown one is that's turbinado. So I know about all that sugar. Y'all see what I said? Sweet low, Equal, Splenda, Sugar Daddy, turbinado. Luana, just go ahead. Y'all get me. I know I am so wrong. I take that back. Anyhow,
all right. So the key is what I'm saying. your shirt doesn't lose cotton fibers because it now has been downgraded. It's been stretched out.
If you got a hole in it, ain't that you lost some cotton fiber?
Well, you tore it, but then you have to mend it. You have
with a needle and a thread or a patch.
Sometimes you can do a little glycerin, and then you iron over it, and then it gravitate. That's the enzyme process that I'm talking about.
Oh, and you know what? I just had an aha moment when you said you need heat, because if you have a hole in your jeans, not that I know anything about the thighs in the middle that rub out, I'm just saying it's a thick thigh thing. If you don't know about the thighs, the center of your pants rubbing out, and your thighs are not thick, so this does not count. But if you have those thick thighs and they kind of rub together, then the fabric, it wears and they kind of get a hole. Now, you got holy jeans, all right? I'm not wearing those because my thighs is too thick for it to be. I could do it about the knees, but not in my thighs. So you could put a patch there to your point, and if you put heat, then that would actually mend. So you, with the thick thighs and the thighs rubbing in the middle, you could keep your jeans, or you could wear them holy. Either way it goes, without the heat, you cannot repair that fabric. You better go, Miss Clark, like this fool crazy. I'm just trying to make it make sense, okay? Because on this 118th episode, as we talk about why Afro hair science matters, we're telling you why it matters, because there's so much misinformation. And like Cheryl says, we're just making this stuff up as we go along. And I've been guilty of it. Just check out some of my older videos and you'll be like, oh, Key Lolo, you was ratchet. But I was, but that what the company was telling us to say. So, but I just learned today.
Well, we have to learn companies, and you guys got companies to fight off. You guys got marketing departments to fight off. Y'all got, man, there's a lot of, and then, and I mean, I like the fact that the Y2K natural movement kind of has created their own glossary of words and definitions and phrases and things that mean things. It just wasn't based in science.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that they didn't know that there was Afro hair science. I don't know if they knew.
No, and we didn't know. All we knew, Miss Clark, while you at your son's basketball, I'm gonna make you laugh one more time. All we knew, Miss Clark, is we had us some sugar daddies. And when the sugar daddies gave us some money with our hair salons, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go buy a Range Rover. I went and bought some more, steaming machines and some more, deep conditioners and all this other crazy nonsense. Because, I was just trying to, I also used the sugar daddy money to buy me some clothes, but I had to use the salon to get it in there. You know what I'm saying, Miss Clark? So that's what we did. But as we wrap this up, don't use your sugar daddy money to buy no more of this crazy nonsense. What else could we do? If we own a hair salon, we own a barbershop, maybe you got sugar daddy money and you are in Target right now watching this podcast. Maybe you got some sugar mama money, because mamas be giving up some money too now, okay? Maybe you got some sugar mama money, okay? And maybe you in Walmart, you at the beauty supply store with Ming Lu and Habib and them. Y'all know everybody got a Habib in their neighborhood, okay? And so you got some sugar mama money, some sugar daddy money. Don't forget big mama money and big daddy money, okay?
Okay. I had big daddy money.
Okay, sure. Miss Clark, we ain't had no money, so we had some big daddy money. I'm sorry, y'all. That's levels to the pimp game out here. Sugar daddy, Splendor, Sweet and Low, Saccharin, Turbinado ain't got nothing.
Sugar mama,
big daddy money. Big daddy. And big mama money.
Oh shit, Medea money.
That's the money right there. Look at we can't in chat like Stop and Judy. We're trying to help y'all. Look, it's me like some agave nectar. I go to them bougie witches. There's always some bougie. Look at that. You must be on LinkedIn. Some agave nectar, daddy. Ooh, my sugar daddy probably, I ain't giving your ass shit. Sugar daddy that came in, you all up on social media. I did not say his name. I just said sugar daddy, okay? But anywho, we have just learned that big daddies and big mamas and Medeas got a hell of a lot more money.
Yeah, that's more like estate money, inheritance money.
Jesse Riley said, I just joined the live. Jesse, if you ain't got no sugar daddy, you better get on about this chat because we going to show y'all how to use that extra cash and stop wait. Because sure, Big Daddy like, oh, that's what you doing on them social media streets. You talk about my money. Because y'all know Big Daddies be watching these podcasts. Don't let 81 years old fool you. Because if you think Joe Biden ain't watching us, hey Joe.
No. That's what he said to Kamala. I'm watching you, kid.
That's right. He's right. Said, okay. Don't y'all throw these old people under the bus because they is not stupid out here. They be on TikTok, all kinds of stuff. So Cheryl, help them with their purchasing power of what they can buy with all that sugar daddy, sugar mama, big daddy, big mama,
see,
agave nectar money.
You messing up the education process here, Kilo. Listen, you got to come to the Afro Hair Science Summit to get the technique. We use a special enzyme and we teach you how to be able to expose it to heat, rinse it. We apply a special, just rinse it out. And you have to remember, I just told you, if you want to prove what I'm saying, okay, because I tell no lies, I'm the best at what I do. So if you guys go ahead and Google right now, enzymes, go ahead and do it. And then go to images.
Okay, I'm about to go to enzymes. It's me. You ain't got no sugar daddy. Who said that in the chat? Jesse. Jesse is new. Hold on before I look up enzymes right quick. Jesse, you new to the chat. Us gonna give you a big fat round of applause. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you so much. I'm gonna tell you how to get a sugar daddy, okay? Because you girl, come on now. This 2024 now. We're gonna help you with that sugar daddy issue. But in the meantime,
I got mine from my daddy.
Look up enzymes, okay?
Enzymes.
Just regular enzymes, not enzymes for hair.
Enzymes.
Okay, she said, quit playing, Kilo. So enzymes. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't like this artificial intelligence popping up. I ain't asked you.
No.
All right.
No. Seriously. We like.
All right, hold up. Here we go.
Go to images.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me go back. So I'm going to go to images for enzyme. Well, that's a lot of images. Okay, sure. When I go, you tell me which one to select, okay? All right, so get ready, guys. We're showing you what to do with that sugar daddy money. So you're not in those stores wasting your money on products that just won't amount to a hill of beans. And then we're going to help Miss Jessie. How do you get a sugar daddy, okay? All right. Okay, so Cheryl, can you see that?
Right. Now, when you blow that up, you see I can't see it actually.
Can you see it now? Is that big enough?
Yes.
Okay, she can see it now.
So the green is what? The green is the enzyme.
It's the enzyme, okay? The green, y'all look at this one all the way to your left. Cheryl is going to tell you what to do with that sugar daddy, sugar mama money. And then at the end, we're going to tell Miss Jessie how to get a sugar daddy, okay? It's very easy. I'm telling you, it's very easy, okay? So the green enzyme, okay?
The green is the enzyme. The active area or the substrate is actually the hair. See that breakage, that weak fiber in the active area is that.
So that's that blue green, that turquoise. That's the damaged hair.
Right, and because enzymes are very sticky, their nature is to glue things together,
like a magnet.
Right, that's how they work. They love sitting in little cracks, holes, or uneven surfaces.
There's some holes in this house. Jesse, there's some holes in this house. You see one pointing them out. So the enzyme know about them holes, okay?
Right. And it loves to glue in those surfaces. And once you rinse out with warm water, right? And you just take a blow dryer and you take that heat and it just smooths that surface.
It kind of fuses it together, kind of like those you know how they have those band-aids, you know how you have surgery now and they have the dissolving band-aids. Is it kind of like that?
Yes.
It kind of blends in. Oh,
okay.
Wow.
All right. Okay. And then my point is that
now one question, does it rub off? So once it melts, so you have your green enzyme and then you have your turquoise, which is your substrate, your active site. It's the breakage, it's the hair breakage. And I think Miss Clark is saying it's like a puzzle, right?
That's how it metabolically and microscopically works.
Okay.
Right. But pH is making all of this happen. Okay. pH is making all of this happen. And I'm saying to you, this fixes breakage. It doesn't this is not no symptomatic fix. We're talking about conditioning. And back to Thondo's question, conditioners temporarily fix. They don't fix the problem. And as hairstylists, because this and how we learn this technology, we learn this technology by shifting the curl to the relaxer and to keep the hair from breaking under the thiol curl, the acid base. That this is the technology that we decided to do. And my whole point is that this was, of course, the brainchild of Dr. Morrow.
Wow. And so I don't know every product that's on the market. I would take it this enzyme technology is not readily available over the counter. Because we got all this sugar daddy and sugar mama.
Well, they don't want to. They don't fix it, and there's a certain type of enzyme that completely metabolically changes the surface of cuticle.
Wow,
it's not a bond issue. It's a practical issue. It's almost like fixing a shirt. It's not like the hair all of a sudden just started leaking and started protein. Lives just started dropping off of the hair strand. They just started jumping off.
It's levels to this situation here.
Yeah.
When it comes to this enzyme, because you have various modalities of how you can use the enzyme because there are different sources of enzymes. But in the meantime, she's saying that you could use a conditioner that's going to temporarily. So nothing is going to fix it. So it don't.
No. I didn't say that.
Okay, now what you said? No. I'm saying the conditioners over the counter.
Right.
We're just kind of.
Well, they're not made for that. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So what we're trying to do is to help you guys. Don't waste your money on products that are promising to do things like repair and fix and all of that because they don't have the proper ingredients. But a conditioner and all of the stuff that you use over the counter, they will suffice and just hold on. You know what I'm saying? So don't expect too much out of what you're buying over the counter and shop within your budget. And
it's not really just product. You guys are hairstylists and those people who want to know and who are natural hair enthusiasts. It's not just a one hitter. You're not going to pick up a jar. So just forget that. You have to make the jar work by understanding how these things work. And that's what we teach you at the Afro Hair Science Summit. It's not just the fact I needed to not know, you needed a protein or you need some protein. No, there are quite different types of proteins.
Right. And so the whole
acids, There is,
soy, wheat. Good Lord, it's just so many. It's a plethora of protein sources, and each company is going to have their own what we want to call that, their own bells and whistles.
Yeah.
So one company might like soy, another one might like wheat, another one like animal hoofs and but like Cheryl said, those are viable protein source options, and some of them will need heat. So the question about, is heat going to damage the hair? Now, if you burn it off, then that's just your fault. Okay. You cannot blame that on heat. But I mean, you can take a curling iron, right, and just hold it on your hair, and it's just not going to just burn off unless that heat is too hot. But if you have the right temperature and you just hold it, it's not going to do anything. Does hair conduct heat, or what does hair do?
Hair is an insulator.
It's an insulator, meaning,
and the more curlier and coiled it gets, the more of an insulator it becomes. But when you see the hair that stands up on end, I think the straighter it gets, the more it becomes a conductor. But the coily it gets, it's almost like it's an insulator. It's almost like aluminum foil. You know how when you get aluminum foil out and the aluminum foil is not hot,
right?
You can actually, you know what I mean. But that pot, you can't pick up that pot.
Yeah, think of that. Y'all know how y'all get that chicken wing down and they put that little foil on top. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't know what, and the bread be so like, take the bread off. Come on, man, y'all. It's 2024.
And that's a very good question you ask, because most people, Black people, don't know that hair is an insulator.
Yeah. And so that's Lawana's in the chat, talking about that. And so we just want you guys to see the practicality of hair and the science and why it is so important. And this is why Cheryl and I, we partnered originally. We had a very close bond. We still do, by the way. Ain't nothing changed to a chicken wing with our homeboy. That's right, State Representative Elliot Forehand is in the he's there. Right. And so this actually took place during Black History Month on Valentine's Day. We went down to the Ohio State Capitol, and here is where we actually submitted and got an actual House bill number. It's 414, and that is for textured hair science bill. And then Cheryl and I, we came back and we did some lobbying. I'll make sure I keep some of those pictures up because this is the jobs that we need to do for you guys so that you're not wasting your sugar daddies and your sugar mamas money. You know what I'm saying? So you got to stop doing that. So I think that's it. We got Miss Jessie say, how do I get a sugar daddy? Take him to the store, right? I want you to put some bread and some milk, put it on the thing. And that's your date. Your first date is do not go out to dinner. Please don't do these things, guys. Have him meet you at the grocery store. Everybody needs some bread. Everybody needs some milk, some toilet paper, right? Put it on the conveyor belt. And if he pays for it, bam, sugar daddy. He understands you're in the struggle. He is down with you. He is down for you. If he stands on the side, he a buster. He a busta, all right? Also known as a buster, all right? So a real brother is going to help you out as you try to make your way up. Well, don't mind. They know they got to pay to play. You know what I'm saying, Miss Jessie? They know that, and it ain't no biggie, all right? We ain't talking about SEX and XCS. That's the way I said it backwards, okay? We're not talking about that. We're talking about real men that's down with sisters who are about their business and doing the right thing. He has no problem looking out for you, and I'm telling you, it works like a charm every single time. So stay out them coffee houses and those nightclubs and take y'all butts on over to the grocery store. Miss Frida, my girl Frida in the chat. Frida, tell them how we do it. Frida already know. Me and Frida, we got to get us some big daddies, Frida. Sugar daddies, we owe. Cheryl, just let us know, okay? So look at Frida in the chat, like facts on facts on facts, all right? So that's how you do that there, all right? So you guys have a wonderful evening.
No, we got to recap. Just recap.
I was just going to get ready to go ahead and say.
Oh, okay, we're going to recap.
Yeah. Before we wrap this up, I just, what we want you guys again to understand when it comes to why Afro hair science matters, it is so you, the consumer, will not be duped And the people who are doing this stuff, again, they're trying. They are doing their best to try to help you out. But in the spirit of Brandy, almost doesn't count. Okay. So we could do better. It's a starting point. It's a way to springboard, but we have to hold each other accountable. And Cheryl does a wonderful job at holding me accountable and all of the people who attends the Afro Hair Science Summit. We all have room to grow. So this particular podcast is to show you guys why science matters. She posed some wonderful questions, not only for the cosmetologists and barbers in the chat to answer, but even for you, the consumer. When somebody's telling you, if I pull your hair and it breaks, that means you need some protein. And then you ask them, are you talking about on the internally or externally? And she go like, get out the chair. Ain't that right, Sir Pooh? Get your ass out the chair. Give her money. Give him his money, because that's what they want. Don't mess up the appointment. Give them their money and get out the chair. Walk out the store. Walk out of Habib's and Ming Lou's and them beauty supply store. Put them free samples and stuff. Put that stuff down and stop that. So Cheryl is going to close us out. Food for thought. Why?
Okay, you want to give you want to give something away?
What you want to give away? I think where Miss Jessie go? Miss Jessie, you still in the chat?
Look, we got a book. You can get your book. I'll get my book, because this is a question. Whoever answers it first.
A free copy of What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon.
And I'll include mine.
All right, let me put your book up while you're talking. Okay. You can win that book.
Right. Okay, so give me the definition of a scalp.
All right.
10 seconds.
All right. We are on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Tonight, you can win.
Or what does the scalp consist of?
What does the scalp consist of? And Fatu is joining us from Mama Africa. What's going on, Fatu? All the way from West Africa and the Gambia. And she said, Fatu said, y'all better not get this wrong, okay? Here we go, guys. What you said, what about the scalp?
What does the scalp contain?
I'm with everybody. The scalp.
Okay.
What's up, La Rosa? Oh, shoot, now. We got to give a big round of applause. Our cousin, Miss La Rosa, just joined the chat. La Rosa. I can't read. Y'all know I got these readers on. I still can't read. All right. Big round of applause for Sister La Rosa is in the building.
Okay.
Skin. We got a lot of skin. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now.
Skin and follicles.
Okay. Now. So that is a trick question. How's my La Rosa? That was so good. The scalp actually is not a thing.
Wait. Did y'all hear that? She said the scalp is not a thing.
What you talking about, Willis?
A scalp is an acronym. The scalp is an acronym.
You making that up?
No, it's not a thing. Scalp is an acronym.
It's me like, see, that's what y'all get. And for that, she should win the prize. Email us at afrohairscience@gmail.com so we can send you both of those books.
And the first person who gets the acronym, what is the scalp?
Ain't nobody gonna know that.
Yeah, they gotta look it up. We'll send come on now. The first person who puts it in the chat.
Okay, let me look it up. Hold on. Jesus.
The first person that looks it up.
I have never even heard of this. And I think you talked about it on one thing, but I didn't go acronym for scalp. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Frida, blow me down. Blow me down. This woman right here. I see why she got her a big daddy, because she got one of these jumping off. God, dog it.
So what is
okay, hold on. Let's see if somebody got it.
Okay.
Oh, they came through. Go, Miss Clark. I see you. Boy, they ain't playing. You gonna have a lot of books to give out, girl. We got It's Me was like, see there? Now that's what y'all get. I'm leaving that up, Miss Clark. I mean, It's Me. See, they need to know that you said, see, y'all think y'all know so much. We could tell you from down the way. You like, see there? She's like, girl, I'm from Beverly Hills. I know. I'm with you, Luana. Wow. So let me put it up. Our clock came through first, and she says, skin. It's the scalp. The acronym for scalp is skin, connective tissue, aponeurosis. That's my butt. Okay, aponeurosis. L is loose connective tissue, and P is periosteum or pericranium. Good Lord, and 8 nickels. If that don't get your goat, and notice I said get your, not get your, but if that don't get your goat, then I don't know what to tell you. Because baby, only on the Afro Hair Science YouTube channel, we are talking America's favorite, and I do mean America's favorite podcast about Afro hair. Will you learn that scalp is not a word, it's actually an acronym? And Miss Clark, It's Me, and Wike has won a copy of Beauty and Myth and my book, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. And again, the acronym for scalp is skin, connective tissue, aponeurosis, loose connective tissue, and P as in periosteum or pericranium. That is what the scalp is. It is a acronym. Woo, LL could love that one, because remember he was like for the acronym. Okay. Anywho, all right. So there you have it. I think
subscribe, please, y'all.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me take this down.
Press.
Cheryl said, come on, Akilola. Hold on. We got to make sure, because this, now, I'm going to tell you right now, this particular podcast, baby, this one was fire. You guys have to admit. Now, it's a lot of people. I see the numbers keep creeping up, and sometimes the numbers go down. So we want to catch you guys before you leave the house. And Cheryl is going to show you right now what you need to do to help change the narrative about the science, why Afro hair science matters. Show them what they need to do right now.
1, 2, 3, hit it.
Pampa me on, pampa me on.
Okay. All right. So there you have it. Please hit that thumbs up button. Like, share, and subscribe. Our goal is to get 2,500 followers. And I think we are up to like 26. So, we don't have that far to go. We're doing pretty good. 24/7. We're getting closer. So yeah, I know we're getting there. Now, this is an authentic build. We do not pay for any advertisement. So all of you guys who are here, it is because you want to be. And because you want to be, that is why we are here. Because we know that there is some dumb bullfragger that's being said about Afro hair. And we want you guys to know that we hear it and we're offering you some solutions. Please come back and join us on Thursday. All right. Remember, Thursday is Planet Pluto Pseudo. And this is where we're going to, this particular podcast is for licensed professionals and the hair nerds, right? The Cosmo nerds. All right. And we're going to start off with Mr. Ronaldo Jerome. And he is going to be talking about oh, I'm sorry, I have the notes right here. What's taking black hair? What is happening to black hair salon? So he's going to be talking about that, his experience, what he saw, the transition take place. These are our legends in cosmetology. We also have Ivan, Chris Blue, and Miss Tamara Bow. She's coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. So I think you guys will not want to miss this one, because I know for myself, I am seeing some things happen, and I don't know what's happened, but Mr. Jerome has been around a lot longer than I, right? And so here he is with sure, he fine too. I wonder if he got a phone number.
Baby.
I ain't gonna do that. He looking at what he got on. He got croup and stuff. All right, so there is Mr. Ronaldo Jerome with Cheryl, and so he had Cheryl. Tell us a little bit about him before we jump off of here.
And he was in San Diego, and we met many when we were kids, and he had salon champagne. And his loft was absolutely divine. I mean, he treated his clients like gold. And he was one of what we call platform artists for big companies that over 30 years ago, when that was really getting off the ground. And he was one of the official big company platform artists. He did a lot of companies. I would say about mid late 80s.
So he has a lot of experience. He's seen
he
go
got,
up,
oh yeah,
and then he's seen it come down. Okay.
And I just want to let you guys know, you guys are in for a treat.
So save the date, save the time for Thursday at 9 o'clock p.m. PST, and then that's going to be 6 o'clock p.m. EST over on the West Coast. You know, at the West Coast. All right. So Mr. Ronaldo James is going to bring with us. Cheryl said approximately over 30 years of experience, and we're going to talk about the state of the black hair salons, or what is happening, and so much more. So all you hair care junkies, we want to see you in the chat. Miss AG, you know, we appreciate you guys. Everybody on Instagram, Fatu, you are the best. We got Wake Hustle Grind. How you doing out there? These are some wonderful people. I follow them on Facebook. This guy is he is about to grind for real, okay? So when we see these people pop up in our chat, then we know we're doing something, because they are truly about their business. You can follow him over on Instagram. That's Wake Hustle Grind. Don't forget King of Lock, Sir Pooh. These are people in the industry in various capacities. I know Wake Hustle Grind does a lot of like marketing and cool stuff like that. So go follow these people and get your information on. All right. I think we did a good job. If you think we did a good job, go ahead and put some hand clap emoji. Cheryl, let me give you a round of applause, because I'm telling you, I'll be throwing you some crazy stuff, and you won't even be getting tired of me and like just stop it. So let's give Cheryl a big fat round of applause, because she does a wonderful job putting up with my attitude. I mean, I was going to throw up about that.
I know you didn't expect that.
I did. I wasn't ready. I didn't know that. And in case if you are a hotties for Harris, let me just play that one more again.
Hotties for Harris, goddamn. Now, anyway.
She said, hotties for Harris, goddamn. So don't forget, register your people to vote. It's time to do the right thing. That's your black job. All right. Your black job is to vote. And you know what we say. You see, Simone Biles says she loves her black job. I know number 45 was like, you know what? I can't stand these black women. They're just getting on my dang on nerves. He about tired of us. But anywho, guys, you have a wonderful night. You know what we say when we're signing out, right? It's about a whole lot of peace, a whole lot of love, and a whole lot of hair. But check it out now. You just learned tonight. If you ain't got none, don't want none, can't grow it, you got some bald patches, you plan on cutting it off, I always say that's all right, because all of that is beautiful too. And so are you. And we're going to be back next week talking about, is that natural hair movement running out of steam. We're going to talk about that because they keep making up more and more stuff. You guys have a wonderful night. Cheryl, I love you with all my heart. You guys are the best. Please keep joining us. Like, share, and subscribe. Cheryl, you ready for the chit chat tonight?
I'm ready.
Bam, bam, bam. He or she said, cancel this damn show. They hate it. What? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Make black hair great again.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Now,
We're coming, get our check.
Cheryl, Morrow, the one, the only, the hair oracle.
That was it was Red Dot, and then we also had a cosmetology school instructor in the chat, Miss Denise West, Michelle Allen, Miss Foster. Dang, I missed your name. It's always nice to see Miss Foster in the chat. Michelle Allen, you know how much we love you too.
What? About a whole lot of peace. Cheryl, you order that in a bag of chips. Oh, email us at afrohairscience@gmail.com for your book of Cheryl Morrow and me, Ladosha Wright. Deuces, my good people. You guys are the bomb.com.